don't know. The buzz.
You know how we roll.
This is the entertainment buzz. Further on in the buzz.
That is why they borrow our things. And them searching. Like what just on a clip them away.
What we gonna do right here is go back. Way back into time.
Sky, are you? All the respect them eyes sound for. Like a flag. Hear me now. Some bounty. Dig it way.
Entertainment buzz are the real thing, man. Sight.
And now, our feature presentation.
Yes, sir. We want to say a very special welcome to the EBUZZ. I'm DJ Bones.
And I'm Kishima Francis. Also want to say good night, good evening, good morning to our listeners who are just joining us. You are inside the EBUZZ. Big up, of course, to those of you who are listening to IRI FM on the go. Bless up yourself listening via the IRI FM mobile app.
And we want you to just feel free to join us on our social media pages. Follow us on Instagram, IRIFM_JA, Twitter, IRI_FM, and of course, feel free to join us on Facebook at IRI FM, simply IRI FM. And we are here tonight. It's another beautiful Wednesday. Hope you're all feeling good, feeling great, feeling energized, because things are going on tonight. We're going to get a little blessing up in here, Downswell style. So we're
which is right.
It's been here. It's a long time him to come in. Long time him forward. I don't know if he came before. I don't think so. I think so.
I know. I'm probably mixing it up because I've had him on Road to Success.
No, he wasn't Buzz. It was with you. You're yeah. So Kevin,
Dr. Downswell.
Dr. Downswell. I hope a doctor pop up them days, man. Soon Dr. Hammond too. So and we have Dr. Burrell already. So we're gonna talk to
Dr. Howard.
No, sir. Not
in the works.
No, sir. Well, I'm a doctor of other things, doctor of love, doctor of, well, moving on. So as we say, we also have Jeff Frozen, who is our music artist. Pretty much everything will be coming online tonight, so we'll be getting to talk to you. Feel free to log on to us, of course, by the IRI FM app. What do you call it? IRI on the go. And, of course, our social media pages. Couple of interesting topics. You want to jump right into these? We got quite a few.
Absolutely. Let's jump in with one that is absolutely topical. A lot of persons are just on this one. It's about Byron Messiah.
Yeah.
Now, he made a comment stating that his song, Taliban's, is the biggest song in dancehall since 2005. So, of course, this ruffled not only the feathers of dancehall entertainers and dancehall lovers, but fans, in the diaspora and, of course, Jamaican fans who are just saying that, look, get your facts together because this is grossly inaccurate. Your thoughts, Bones, on this comment that was made by Byron Messiah?
I just want to know where him get that from. I mean, really, where's empirical data for that statement that he just presented? 2005 until now? No, sir. No, that's what you call.
And just to blatantly discredit like the entertainers who have done it. They're talking about Egyptian Hold You. That's just one of the songs that's coming off the top of my head. Even Coffee and Toast, and so many other so many other songs. So it is disrespectful to the industry, and it is good, in my opinion, that persons are calling him out as opposed to allowing him to create this fake news and present it as facts.
As I say, it's alternative facts. They do that with Trump. So look, brethren, there's nothing wrong with you being confident about your work, but don't spread propaganda like that, because I don't know where that come from. So he has the biggest song in dancehall from 2005
since 2005. Yeah,
the same one song.
Well, he's saying it's the biggest song since that time to this very point.
Him or the song?
The song. I
Oh,
mean.
because he must smile me there, so I mean, I know.
But stop it.
Sorry,
Sure.
say cool yourself, you. And just relax, man. We love your music, just not come with them foolishness there. That don't make no sense. And of course, as you were saying, social media users have since expressed their displeasure at the artist's claim, which is really factual that they have all right to be upset. And one writing that the artist was getting ahead of himself, and another while acknowledged that the artist was in fact talented. We're not denying that, but he should let his ego, shouldn't let the ego get the better of him. As I say, I think he's just overconfident, but he's very detached from reality with this.
No, absolutely, absolutely. And people have all right to set him straight. I believe it's necessary.
Well, here's another topical one. Buju Banton. My goodness. Buju, my brethren. Well, Buju Banton sent tongues wagging after he attended the People's National Party's 85th annual conference at the National Arena in Kingston on Sunday. Now, the Gargamel, who is renowned for chastising the government, blended in with a sea of orange supporters gathered wearing an orange T-shirt promoting his newly released album, Born for Greatness. As a matter of fact, I had an opportunity to be with Buju at a meet and greet in the Sangsa International Airport. One big up Peter Hall, who's the COO of the airport, who made that happen, because it was quite a tricky task, because this was held beyond security. So, you'd have to be catching a flight to see this meet and greet. So, and it was quite well attended. We get the feeling enough people missed their flight that day, because...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he really put on a show back there. So, big up to Buju. So, the meet and greet was lovely. And then I guess after that, though, he went to the PNP. He's been doing the rounds,
Right, and he's also promoting his album, Born for Greatness. And as it relates to him endorsing the PNP, first of all, he wouldn't be the first entertainer to be endorsing politicians. Dr. Dayton Campbell, he shared via social media a post of Shaggy wearing a cap supporting Mark Golding. We've seen where Tanya Stevens has, via her social media platform, she has announced her support as well for Mark Golding. So Buju wouldn't be the first. I guess persons were just saying that because he's so outspoken as it relates to matters and situations affecting the Jamaican people, and with the JLP government in place, and he's urging Jamaicans to wake up and, that kind of talk, and not afraid to speak his mind. The persons were taken aback when they saw him at the conference. He went up on stage and he made the fist, which, is showing that symbolic. Look, a power, right?
One of the things is this. Look, apart from the celebrity and the public figure of these entertainers, they're humans also. And they know what they want. And they are looking...
have a right to choose.
Yeah, they're looking at the representation that works for them. And if that is a PNP, then that is a PNP. You have the others who work for the JLP, who are supporting the JLP. They are citizens and they have a right to vote. Yes, sometimes they being on the platform may coerce other people to come there also. Or
no, of course.
So that is another thing. But it is still your choice and it is your right to go and vote.
You do also have another narrative where persons are saying, why choose? Both of them are evil. Why choose one? But in truth, somebody needs to be in place to run the country, and people will have to come together and vote. And we have to take back our power to show them, if you're in power and you're not doing what is best for the people, we can vote you out, and you should be in there and quake in your boots when you realize that you're not doing well and you're going to be voted out for any party that is there.
Exactly.
Hold them accountable.
It cannot. The company or the country cannot be run on a remote control. It's not autopilot. But I must say, the power of music will always influence, because this is why you now see each political divide or each side is using music to know, because music is the international language. You do something that people like musically, you're easy to catch them and keep them focused on what message you want to put out there. So it is also to their benefit to have these artists coming on and supporting them.
And showing support,
Showing support. So, but it is their right, and if they want to vote, they vote, and they vote for who they want to vote for. My thing is that there's a lot. I don't know when is the next election going to be held? Is it 25 or 24 somewhere? I know there's a local government election that's going to come up next year.
And you can feel it in the air.
There is a pandemic. There's a vibe there. I don't know where the two of them. I know for a fact that the PNP seems to be louder these days. And then, of course, the JLP is there. So let us see where they go. And, of course, the influence of music and what the music will help to influence on this thing. But, boy, there is something there for real. So some bangarang go on.
And speaking of Bangarang, of course, you have Kemar Flavor McGregor. He is venting his frustration with the music industry. I hate all of you wicked people, the music producer said in his latest plight, outlining the injustices he has experienced in the music industry. Now, of course, in a series of videos, pictures, and a Facebook Live, the Florida-based Jamaican producer in his latest post shared to social media platform on Sunday that, in the caption, I'm quoting him now, VP Records and 99% of reggae artists I produce are hiding my achievements and discredited me of my works for over 17 years. And this caption was shared with a picture of him sitting on the floor surrounded by his billboard plaques.
Yeah.
So, that's just his thing. He's upset with the industry and particular, like you mentioned, VP.
Well, one of the things I can tell you is that I know Kemar from my start. I've known he actually worked with us, one of my brethren's record shop. A record shop him start, where he used to sell records. Flavor, we called him Flavor at the time. Well, it's Flavor McGregor, but I didn't even know his name at the time. We just called him Flavor. And he always had a very strong passion for music and how to get into it and how to benefit from it. So where he is now, I'm not surprised because
and this is his third legal dispute with VP Records. Yeah. This time he is representing himself. And he's demanding a bench trial over $10 million in damages, profits, costs, and interest. And as you know, in 2021, Cargo won a major lawsuit against Flavor McGregor, some $800,000, but we're not certain if Cargo has received those monies from Flavor.
And another thing too, sometimes they will honor amount of money or payout. But sometimes that money is not the payout. Something happens and it either gets drastically reduced or something. So we don't know. But hey, McGregor, Flavor, if you get 10 million US, one of me. You need to send on at least one. I'm good with you. I'm good with the one.
But my name just sue you for echoing that.
Kevin, boy, I'm not easy. But, you have to stand up for him rights and him believe that's what's going on. Then you have all rights to take it through the legal process and go to court and let the courts determine if what he's saying is correct or not. So let us see where that goes. You know what I mean? But enough things are going on. Let me hear about all of something to feel like go on birthday party at some point when we get a chance. Feel tired.
A time to go to birthday party?
I'm not time yet, but I'm just a big up Smurf. Because I know say him go keep a party.
Smurf on the turf. You know, he's celebrating his birthday on September 21. That's tomorrow.
It might go hard for one day, I don't know what.
Look here, when you went extremely hard when it was your birthday.
I won't lie. The only thing I didn't make any money off my birthday is those costed.
Okay, but look, next year take a page out of Smurf's.
Well, we keep party already with little shillings, but it was 50 for me. So, but I think we have Smurf online. The man just know how to do a big party, man, and he's doing a great one this time.
Smurf.
Mr. Stewart, good evening, sir.
Birthday.
Good evening, Mr. Stewart. How are you, sir?
I'm telling you, happy early birthday.
You have to call him by him right name, because you can't style him up as no Smurf.
I apologize, Mr.
Stewart, a.k.a. Smurf on the turf. Yeah.
All right.
Big boss, how you do, sir?
All right, just load up the things that you bought.
But we want to load up more Smurf. The party.
Yes.
That is right.
Everything good to go for Friday Smurf.
Yeah.
What can we expect? Where is it? Who is on the bill? What's the admission? Give us all the specifics.
All right, well, it's all about my birthday celebration, Friday, September 22nd. It will be at the falls. But, most people know it as waterfalls. But, them are going through like a rebranding right now, so it's now called the falls.
Where exactly is that place?
106 Olope Road.
Okay.
And if you're familiar with the Ligany area, it's right on the corner, right out by where the U.S. Embassy is, right at that little corner where you can take the, that horseshoe to go back down.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a rich place. All right, rich.
No. You want to go now still in the waterfalls. I'm a play still. I play there every Thursday night. There's an event called Timeless Thursday, and I play there every night. So, being that, I'm a player, I just say, all right, I better keep my birthday party right. That's all.
But that sounds good. That sounds good, man. Tell us about who you have on the bill, what time we should get there, and the admission and so on.
All right, so we have 3 DJs. We have the Captain Colin Hines. We have Crazy Chris, we have Licker Richie, including myself for the next 4. I'm not sure if I can play music. I know that thing that go already.
Right.
So I'm not sure we have enough DJs that can cover the night. We have 3 well-known, well-professional DJs who can play for any kind of crowd.
No, you have it covered. And what's the cost to get in?
It's only $1,000 to get in. And, you come in, you have your refreshment and sale, there's a bar, and, place is nice, big and spacious, fully AC.
Rich.
So you come in, if you're worried, boy, get hot. Ladies, makeup now got sweat off. When I got to know the hairstyle and and something there. So it's a really nice place still, A lot of there's a dance floor. That is it. Yeah, but many places you got to know don't really have a designated area for dancing, and there's actually a dance floor. So you want up on the dance floor, dance out your heel boot.
You don't sweat a dance because you're cool.
Yeah, you're well cool. Yeah.
It's an indoor place, indoor, nice and cozy.
Yeah.
So, Smurf, what time should we come out and start partying with you?
I would say it's a regular party night still, and the parties in Kingston still don't normally kick off before 9 o'clock. So everything will be set and ready. Gates will be open from 9. So if you're an early person, you can roll out and you can come in from 9. So you come in from 9, everything will be there. Music, the bar, everything will be there from 9 o'clock onwards. So it's between 9 and 2, because the 2 o'clock a day.
At the lock off.
So between 9 and 2 still.
And parking and everything set up for everybody park up and comfortable.
Yeah, so we have parking at the front of the venue, and then we have additional parking across the road from the venue. There's a church right in the corner where we have access to that parking lot, and across the venue there will be additional parking. People can park them car on the roadside too and all of them things. That there will be ample security. So we have security manning the parking lots.
Right.
Manning the roadside. Go down towards the embassy side down there. So we have security all around. So just ensuring that everything is okay. Not saying that it's a trouble-prone area,
right?
But we have to just make sure. So
put the necessary steps in place.
You park a car or you don't party, you come out back, everything is still intact. So we have security for that still.
That sounds good, Smurf. So still, so it's your 16.
In addition to that,
yes.
Now we have a special guest DJ, artist, who is promoted on the bill, and everybody don't know it's my very good friend Deli Ranks.
Oh, Deli, Mr. Foster.
I hear Mr. Foster is already on the island for the party.
Yes. Yeah, he's already here. He came in last night, and I put to them here and him a whole par and everything, and we are part tonight again.
Gotcha.
So he's already here, and he'll, just pass through, touch some song out and catalog.
Yeah.
Because you don't know, the party is, it is built as a night to remember. So, it's a kind of retro vibe, big people style. You know
Yes.
what I mean?
Yes.
I'm not saying it's going to be a full 100 retro party, old people music, but,
A
you
mixture.
know my age group are my friend then still. So, you don't know, so we are 90s, 80s, 90s people already. You know what I mean?
So I was just going to ask you if you're 16 again this year.
Yes.
I like that for your age every year.
Well, actually, I'm now 17.
Oh my goodness, just step up a year.
Wow,
Oh yes, hey, youth.
Look here, it's a good look, Smurf. It sounds exciting. Again, happy early birthday.
And
No, you
strong,
said-
madam.
one more little thing again now still. It's also going to be hosted by our good friend, Big A.
The Big A. Look here.
No. When you have them, madam, host, no, you have to say Mr. Higgins.
Yes.
Mr.
And
Higgins.
you want to Ainsworth Higgins.
Esquire, Rotalorum.
Yeah,
Big
yeah,
shot.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
It's a nice little package to celebrate my birthday. I want to just celebrate and just have fun with my friends, and good music, because we don't know, so I am all about the music.
Yes.
So I just want to make sure that good music is there, my friends them come in, and everybody just enjoy themselves, and everything that's all right.
All right. As again, we have to say Mr. Stewart.
All the best. And again, happy early birthday. And we know that tomorrow is definitely going to be epic.
Well,
Actually, Friday.
I think a Friday, you know.
Yes,
Yeah,
Friday.
22nd.
Well, Friday, right.
Yes, come here. Say, why?
It's my birthday, but it's
Tomorrow is
actually
your
Friday.
birthday. The event is on
but
Friday. Yes.
Rich.
Thank you for that, Smurf.
Well, you see that last name there where you have Smurf, Rich. Tell you that.
And you know what is your last name?
What?
Welt.
Sure.
Smurf have the best party, my brother. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, man, thank you.
All right, my Dan. Big Dan. Big
All
up
right,
every
so
time.
it's all about DJ Smurf's birthday bash. It is happening on a Friday,
At the
September
Falls.
22, and tomorrow will be Smurf's birthday. He's 11.
11.
Cause
So-
on Facebook just said 11.
I want to
11
remind you,
years
if you don't
old.
know where the falls is, it's at 160 Old Hope Road, and the likes of Crazy Chris, Colin Hines, and Little Richie. And if the birthday boy feels like dropping one or two tune, him can do that. And of course, special guest artists will be Deli Ranks, and
And
it
it's
will be
hosted
hosted
by
Big A. So big
Admission,
up yourself.
$1,000.
Cheap.
So tune in and
Ram
turn
up the place. All right. Big up Smurf every time. We know it's going to be great. And of course, you know where we at now. We're at the area where we provide a platform for young and upcoming talent to tell us about what they're doing and, kind of give us an idea of their musical journey. This week, we have a very, very talented brother by the name of Jeff Frozen. And this is why he was chosen. So big up Jeff Rosen, and we want to
Rosen,
welcome him as our music artist this week. Jeff Rosen, bless up, me Dan. Welcome.
Yeah, man, blessings every time, DJ Bones. Blessings, Yashima. Don't know, give thanks to every night tonight,
Blessings
All
to
right,
have you.
big up. No, I just want to kick off by talking about your name. How did you get the name Jeff Frozen, and what's the significance of that name?
Yeah, man, so Jeff Rosen is really hard. Break it down. Jah is just a love what out for the most side, So it's a balance, And then the frozen is like it's a fro from Zen, frozen from Zen. So the Zen mean meditation, So it's more like a spiritual, it's more like a spiritual thing, Yeah.
When me hear
So
the name,
that's
me think of
what really
Fridge Work,
come
you
about.
know. Me used to think of Fridge Work, So Fro Zen. All right.
Yeah.
That's actually quite a
Yeah,
unique
well.
name. We love that. Give us an idea about your music.
Yeah, man,
journey.
so
How you get
nothing is
started?
not.
How you just get started in this business? Is this something
Yeah,
you want to
so
do?
yeah, man, definitely, because my father, Noel Davis, I'm the composer of Sling Ting Rhythm, So
Oh wow.
it's a very rich history where music is concerned. I'm uncle, Power Man. I don't know if you know Power Man.
I know Paul Man
Of
very,
course.
very,
From-
very
from-
well.
I don't know
Yeah,
him
man.
personally, but
I know him
So
very,
that's
very
my
well. Yeah.
uncle.
You should drive me
Yeah,
around
man, that's my
town.
uncle.
Paul,
Yeah?
big him up for me, man. Yeah, man.
I
I used to drive me
didn't
up and
even
down
know
town.
that.
Yeah, man. I'm a
Jana.
brethren.
Yeah, no, I definitely have to make him know that.
Yeah,
So,
man.
yeah, man. I'm my uncle, you know what I mean?
And
Yeah,
the part
man.
with Arthur Whale. Big up Arthur Whale, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Power man, I'm
So,
a long time. Slim and Chim and
yeah, man. Big
Jim.
respect, man.
You know them
Nah,
things.
forgot Jim, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, so growing up, that's what I saw.
Wow. So you
know what I mean? Growing up, that's what I saw as a youth, you know what I mean? My uncle. Yeah, the music was just, it was a line, in my journey, it was just a line, you know what I mean? So it's a natural thing, it's not really anything for just because I see it and I want to do it now, but I really born in this life and, give thanks, it's an honor to represent him to see me, because I said, I learned a lot from my father, because I used to go with him, travel all over the world with him, seeing me, so we learn a lot too, so, that's how I get into the musical journey, just by my family, you know what I mean, and stuff, because I really am a family person too, so growing up there was the biggest inspiration for I and I, so, that's how I really got into the music,
What musical advice have you received from your dad and your uncle as it relates to the music industry itself?
Well, to be honest, they told me that I have to really stick to it, be determined, because it's not an easy road. Then I mean, a lot come with it, because the fans they might see the finished product of enough things, but they don't really know what the artists go through behind the scenes. You know what I mean? So they told me that I have to just stay determined and always learn from experiences. You know what I mean? Because with music, it's like a school that you will never graduate from. You know what I mean? It's like you're always learning something. There's always room for improvement. So, that's one of the biggest advice that I've gotten from my father and my uncle. To just always stick to it, be determined, and have that love for it same way. And that's what I just keep using as the fuel to go,
And, one of the things that I like, the advice that I give you, because, you see, you have to be motivated to get into this business, but you have to be consistent to finish it and be successful. It has to be consistency. And you've been doing that.
Definitely.
I wanted to find out from you, what are you promoting now in terms of your music? What's your latest musical effort? What are you working on?
Yeah, so we just dropped the EP, Righteous Meds. You know what I mean? So the single, Righteous Meds, we just dropped the music video as well, doing well on Reggaeville. So yeah, that's the single that I'm really working on right now, Righteous Meds. That's what we're promoting, and the EP just released August 4th last month. So yeah, and it's been doing well,
We want to give
how would you describe the EP, and are there any collaborations on it?
Well, for this EP, there's no collaborations on it apart from like the labels, Big Tunes Entertainment. We go to Big Tunes Entertainment and Still Freezing Records. But as it relates to another artist, there's no featured artist on this project. But the upcoming projects, there definitely be features. But for this project, it was just really like a personal project between me and my family and my brother. Cause my brother is an engineer as well, he's a producer as well. As I said, I'm in a musical family, Yeah, it's a musical family. We actually, yeah, man, it's a musical family. So this EP is very special to me because it was done at home, at the home studio. So we give thanks, we give thanks. So, Righteous Meds, the whole inspiration come about from what I'm seeing in life right now, and the world is in a different state right now, it's kind of in a chaotic state. So I try to balance it with some righteous meditation,
Well, one of the things that I'd like us to do, Jeff Rosen, is to give our listeners an opportunity to hear this song. It's being played here on IRA FM, but we want them to know, tie this song with the person, because they're seeing you now and they're hearing you. Introduce it in your style, and we will play it here at the studio.
Yeah, man. So to all who's listening, I want to say big up to IRA FM, and we're going to introduce the new single, Righteous Meds. And here is it, just listen on. Give thanks.
Rich.
Too much bloodshed. Make a whole of righteous meds.
Big
Just see all of the tears where the youths them shed. So we know want see no more bloodshed. Yeah. Make a whole of focus on a righteous meds. Man shall not live alone by bread. Yeah. rise up on a new heights. Some blessings come in a disguise, yeah. So go and hold it at the meantime, and free my mind out on the seaside, yeah. Negativity we a decline, overload on the good vibes, yeah. Fi serve Jah we never resign, by design, it divine, yeah. From life is here, then we have to think positive and give thanks to the Most High. Oh, why? Just see all of the tears where the youths them shed, so we know want see no more bloodshed. Yeah, 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 yeah. Make a whole focus on a righteousness. Man shall not live alone by bread. Yeah, 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 yeah. In due time, things will change, cause nothing remains the same. No, 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 no. Remember when it rains, Jah wash away your pain, Lord. Just see all of the tears where the youths them shed. So we know.
Mad.
Absolutely endorsing your message 100%, Jah Frozen. Now, through your Still Freezing records that you formed with your dad and your brother, talk to us about that record label, and are you working on any new music through the record label, and can we see a family collaboration through Still Freezing?
Yeah, definitely, because we do music 24/7. So, right now as we speak, I think my brother is probably making a rhythm right now or something. But as I said, 24/7 with the music. So in the future, we'll definitely have some new projects coming out. Maybe December we're dropping a new single as well. But as it relates to collaborations with like my father, he's an instrumentalist.
Right.
He's for the righteousness that we just listened to. He's the one who he and my brother, they're the one who composed the instrumental for that, So
nice.
It's really a special thing it's a special vibe when I'm in the studio with them, Sometimes it's when they're making the beat I get the inspiration to make the song too, Because I don't really rush music. Because the aim is to make music that will last, timeless,
Right.
So we really aim for longevity, So so we might have a couple of things working on now, but we definitely spend time to go over it and listen it and make sure that it has substance, So we're working on a couple of things right now, but in due time we will definitely reveal that,
Well, one of the things I wanted to find out from you, Jah Frozen, is that the EP's out now. What are some of the tracks? I mean, I know Righteous Meds is on there, which is your single that you're promoting, but give us some of the other songs, and who are some of the producers and so you worked with to put the whole EP together? Is it just your dad and your brother, or you have other people working on it with you?
Yes, so as it relates to the producers, it's just Still Freezing Records and Big Tunes Entertainment, So big up to my friend Edmund Lewis in New York.
Yeah.
So that's my brother in New York. He's been a part of my career from I was a local youth,
That's
so
how I know you.
he's a elder, he's a elder player, and we guide and this music thing. I will give thanks,
Yeah.
So it's really a collaboration between Edmund, my father, Noel Levy, and Shockwave. That's my brother, my younger brother.
Yeah.
So this EP is really it's a composition from all of us, compilation from all of us. And, it came out as we expected, and we just give thanks, So in the future, we just want to keep it up there, Because Edmund always say, make sure we keep the bar high, So, as I said, substance go aim for and longevity. So, yeah.
So, Jah Frozen, do you find that because you have such a strong family musical support that in terms of maneuvering the entertainment landscape and dealing with challenges, that it's a little easier for you because you have that strong support system who already understands the industry? What is that reality for you?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, it is a little easier because my father, I'm kind-hearted in a sense where he won't hesitate to teach me things that he has already been through, Because he's been doing it for years, as I said. He's been touring with the Marleys, You know what I mean? They have a senior and the wheeler. So him have a really strong experience, John Holt. You know what I mean? So him really helped me to know certain things where I don't even have to spend much time on learning that because him go through it already, and, you know. And yeah, so it's like, I give thanks for that, and it's an honor to work beside a man like him, you know what I mean? Like, do so much legendary things, you know what I mean? And see them, my little brother is following our footsteps as well. So it kind of just brings us together closer to it as a unity, you know what I mean? So yeah, definitely I would say that it is easier working with my family, especially my father who has been doing it for years.
Strong support system. We want to find
Yeah.
out people hearing a tune like all Righteous Meds, you know, love it. And they want to work with you. They want to get in touch with you to say, all right, I need to work with Jeff Rosen. How can they reach you? Tell us about management. Is there a particular management? I know you have the label, but if you have a management, and give us your social media handles. How can people reach you on social media?
Right, definitely. So my email, personally, my email is jahfrozen, and that's JAHFROZEN@gmail.com. So you can definitely reach me there for like any inquiries, you know what I mean? Well, as it relates to management, it's just the team that I just listed out, which is, you know what I mean, the was Still Freezing Records and Big Tunes Entertainment. You know what I mean? And of course, I work with one and few ones from in Europe too as well. Addis Records from Switzerland. He produced a single with Rocky Road and another single called Forever. So I don't really look at music as saying it's a one person thing, you know, it's really a unity where it's a body of people come together and make it sound how it's sound, you know what I mean? So we give thanks to the engineer, the producer, the graphic designer, everyone will play a role to make it manifest the way it is, you know what I mean? So yeah, so the handle is jahfrozen@gmail.com, that's the email. And for every platform, Instagram, TikTok, the whole works is Jeff Rosen. You know what I mean?
That's it.
Jeff Rosen. Jeff Rosen, thank you so much for joining us, and we wish you all the best, and big up to your entire family. It's awesome to have
Give thanks every time. Give thanks every time.
And before you go,
blessings every time.
Anybody you want big up that before you go? Come, you know you have one or two ones and ones you want mention of.
Yeah, man. First and foremost, give thanks to the Most High every day. And blessings to IRFM. Big up DJ Bones all the time, you know what I mean? See the work that I put in for give thanks, you know what I mean? You see my blessings all the time too. And you don't know, the was Still Freezing team, Big Tunes Entertainment, Addis Records, you know what I mean? So we give thanks, you know, blessings to all of the team, you know?
All right. Big up yourself, Jeff Rosen. You know you were chosen.
Rosen. Blessings every time.
Love.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Man.
Well, I tell you, Jeff Rosen, he got a lot of history right there.
I didn't expect, you know,
I knew that, but
musical background, one, and two, just the meaning, the significance of his name and how he said Fro and Zen, as in, you know, the whole meditation aspect. I didn't expect, you know, like such a powerful and
no, yeah, me not lie. Me think me were pan for it.
So.
No, sir. Me think say man
and
say,
then, you know, because his records is like still freezing.
Yeah,
I just, you know,
it's great.
An obsession with cold and that type of thing.
I think that's one of the things I thought too. But you know, one of the things is that we're going to be welcoming Kevin Downswell. But I think before we bring him on, I think we should bring on that big tune that he got with Bounty Killer. Is it called him?
Here. And we definitely have to talk about that collaboration.
Well, I want to know how that happened.
Really awesome.
Yeah, man. So here's Kevin Downswell featuring Bounty Killer with Call Him, and then we'll be talking to Kevin Downswell after this.
Men 40 years and older, use your NHF card and pay $1,600 less for your PSA test for prostate cancer. The time by NHF is...
It's 13 minutes after 9.
Kevin Downswell! Come send back the devil, go down hell!
The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run in and they are safe. My safety is in Jesus. My protector is Jesus. When I'm in trouble, I call that name. Jesus. My burden bearer. Jesus. My heavy load sharer. Jesus. My bridge over troubled water. Jesus. Stick closer than a brother. Jesus. Somebody call that name. Jesus. Somebody call that name. Jesus. I beg you call that name. Jesus. Beg you call that name. Jesus. When my family forsake me. Jesus. When I'm feeling lonely. Jesus. When I have no money. Jesus. All kind of problems surround me. Jesus. Somebody call that name. Jesus. Somebody call that name. Jesus. I
in the name of the Almighty One. When the enemies attack you, wanna put you in a shuttle and you're fighting the battle just. When your life in a trouble and you can't take the struggle, man, no make the pressure kill you just. When the rent man a look for you, family your pressure, you know din up on the table. Call upon him for make a miracle, cause anything is possible. Power in the name of Jesus. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Me tell it to the world from about 91. So me telling them again in my new hit song. Make them know we have to stay firm and strong. Me no self-righteous, I'm just a man. No, me no perfect, doing what I can understand. For me know me and me purpose, God him have the plan, and me faith in a the man. Jesus, my burden bear. Jesus, my heavy load share. Jesus, my bridge over troubled water. Jesus, stick closer than a brother. Jesus, somebody call that name. Jesus, somebody call that name. Jesus, I beg you call that name. Jesus, beg you call that name. Jesus, when my family forsake me. Jesus, when I'm feeling lonely. Jesus, when I have no money. Jesus, all kind of problems surround me. Jesus, somebody call that name. Jesus, somebody call that name. Jesus, I beg you call that name. This is for somebody.
Wow. That's all I can say about that song is wow. Boy, I tell you, Minister Dr. Kevin Downswell, he's going to be our guest tonight. We're just kind of working to make sure he gets online with us. But what a tune, Badu. The mix, the production.
And I want to think that Richie Stevens has something to do with this collaboration. But
when time you hear Bounty Sound say it, if he's Richie involved, you know.
For a lot of persons who are you know, when they hear the song, it's like an unlikely collaboration. Like you just think about it. Kevin Downswell, Bounty Killer on one track. And it is just really epic.
I think I like.
Nice blend.
I wanted to find out, you know, when we get him on, we want to talk to him about this whole collaboration because it is quite unique. But I think Bounty does very good gospel. I mean, he really, and because of his voice, you know, he always had, when his sound man them would have linked Bounty with dub plate, you know. Bounty does the best dub plate. Nobody not do dub plate like Bounty Killer. No, you can imagine he's using that power of his voice and doing gospel with this one. And it resonates, and it is just as strong, maybe even stronger. Not You Make Me Stronger, because, Kevin sing a song like that too. But it's so strong in terms of putting the message out there. So this was such a wonderful lineup and collaboration. And, we want to find out, how this happened. Do you have a favorite Kevin Downswell track?
Carry Me.
Yes.
I really like Carry Me. I like this track with Kevin Downswell and Bounty Killer, Call Him.
Yeah, I like it too.
That's a good one. Stronger. There are so many. And then his music and his songs, they are, like good affirmations. They are music to get you in the right frame of mind and, speak life into you as an individual. So it can take you through difficult times. It can help you get through hardships. It can just, help you in your daily life. And this is just the power of music and the message of music. So, that we absolutely can't deny.
You know what? It is so powerful. I want to play one more Kevin Downswell. Carry Me. I want to hear Carry Me. Let's drop Carry Me.
When the road is long and heavy, when it's dark and I can't see clearly, I will lift mine eyes to the hills from whence my help cometh. My help it comes from you. I never seen before. When I come to the end of myself, Father carry me, Father carry me.
Reggae Radio. Psalm 41 and verse 11. By this I know that you favored me, O God, for you never allowed my enemies to triumph over me. Hallelujah.
You make me stronger. Oh, oh, Lord, you make me stronger.
Gracias,
oh.
Kevin Downswell.
Watch me. Woo. From Jamaica to the Caribbean, from Spain to Colombia, from Canada to the US, Uganda. You're my creator, Lord, you know my times. Seasons of breakthrough, my seasons of trial. So I will seek you, and you I will find. You're my strong tower, in you I will hide. Help me now. You make me stronger.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
I don't know how to address this brother now. Should I say doctor, minister? Should I say minister, doctor? All me know him have on one of the baddest hat miss for a long time. That bad hat there.
Look here.
Minister Downswell. How are you, sir?
Dr. Downswell.
What's up, family? Kevin is perfectly fine.
Kevin is good. Good to have you. Finally, we get you on the buzz, eh? It's been a minute.
So much. Yes. I'm truly happy to be here. How are you guys doing?
We're doing well.
Good. How are you?
I'm thankful. Busy, but grateful.
Well, it's always good to be busy. I know there's a plethora of things that we need to talk to you about because you've actually been extremely busy. New EP out, collaborations with Bounty Killer. That's the first thing I have to ask you. How did you work that one? How did that collab happen, that synergy happen? And of course, the result of it is absolutely awesome. But tell us through the process of teaming up with Bounty Killer on that track.
Well, big up to Richard Stevens.
Same thing.
About literally 30-something feet up in the air, flying, and I got a text from Richie about a voice message actually about him having a rhythm, and the only name he's hearing is Kevin on this rhythm. Okay. And I'm like, wow, Richie is a legend to me. I have a tremendous respect for Richie Stevens.
Yes.
And over the years, and so it was like a given. I didn't have to think twice when it comes to honoring him and honoring his request. When he told me who I was going to do the song with, that it was going to be Rodney Price, there was absolutely no hesitation because I felt like where we were and where we currently are as a country, we needed to find a way how to neutralize, how to superimpose the right music with what we've been hearing over the airwaves lately.
Right.
And I thought that, if Kevin Downs would have tried to shred some of those parts, I might not have been able to do it the way how a collab would have been able to. And who better to do it than with the warlord?
Well, it's now the Peace Lord, because what he did on that track in terms of just his vocal, he's lyrical as Bounty doesn't need any. He'll just hear a rhythm and just start DJ. Him just start make up something right away. So you know how talented he is.
Did you record in studio together, or did you do your parts separately?
I recorded mine first because we wanted to give Bounty a challenge. We wanted to challenge him to go deep.
Oh wow!
Yes, so I recorded my verse and the chorus. Everything else, yes. I wrote the verse, I wrote the chorus and support. And I literally said to myself, Moa and Jesus all of that song. Because I said to myself, I want Bounty to be challenged to the place where in go deep into his writing. I didn't want him to just walk in the studio and just sing up at top of my head. I wanted him to be challenged to go deep in regards to the spirit. And let me tell you, man, what a brother delivered.
He delivered.
My God.
And watching you and Rodney perform the song, I think it was on a stage in Kingston. I know it was one of those big concerts. And watching him just, delivering the message, we say yes. I said to Kishima a while ago that, he delivers gospel very, very, very well. You know what I mean? So I think
I don't want to just. It's not just gospel. I feel like it's because he's always done that kind of music.
Yes.
We've maybe underestimated the kind of presence that this guy has, and him doing a completely different genre, a genre that would require you to at least contribute some sort of. It's a different type of delivery, and it's a different type of reception. You'll have people actually open your spirit when you deliver gospel. It's a different, people are less defensive with gospel music, and so I think people's eyes have been open to realize that this brother have anointing, man. He's not just a DJ, but he have an anointing that if he decides that one day I'll do a gospel album, it will be incredible. Let me tell you the truth.
It would shut, and I tell you this stuff.
And don't forget that his mom, may her soul rest in peace, Miss Ivy. Like, she was an avid churchgoer, so Bounty does have that foundation. But let's talk about your EP, Kevin. Grace. Talk to us about this new EP and the inspiration behind it.
Wow, it's been like we wanted to drop an album during the pandemic, and while I'm in prayer, I would never feel the go ahead because I felt like the pandemic was just a period where we just needed to just help people get through the season.
Yes.
That's what I did. For most of the pandemic, 2020, 21, and even 2022, most of my energy was spent just helping people get through, get by, get through the day, some people couldn't even make it through an hour. That's how tough it was, but just helping them get through. So I was basically, I really wanted to drop the album then, but it's like, it just didn't feel right. And so we dropped one song during the pandemic, Carry Me.
Oh, wow.
And Carry Me became like an anthem. Glory to God, man. Became like an anthem.
Yeah.
And so we felt, right beginning 2023, we felt like this was it. This was the right season. We're coming out of a pandemic, we're more settled and the world is more open. It felt right for us to drop this album, and man, I'm still so blown away by the reception. The other day I was looking at some of the analytics, and I said to me, and I was saying to somebody, the album with You Make Me Stronger currently has about 20, almost 30-something thousand downloads. The actual album itself. Wow. And this album has already surpassed that.
Wow.
With the amount of download. And that album with Stronger has been released years ago. And this album has just been released like a couple months. And so the reception has been amazing. Amazing.
It was genius to release Carry Me during the pandemic. I was telling Bones earlier that that was one of my favorite songs, in addition to Stronger and so many others, because your music and the songs that you put out is almost like they're affirmations. They speak life. They empower, they uplift, they motivate,
and they're appropriate,
and can help and can literally carry people through dark times, carry people through down times, carry people through challenges. So it was absolutely genius, and the timing was perfect.
Well, I tell you, one of the things that I have always liked with Kevin's songs, because of his voice, it has such a soulful feel and sound. You listen to it, the production is always great. I remember when I got that album Stronger, boy, I played till the CD rub off. Nothing left there, Kevin, for play. So I would say to myself, I just love this. And we've had Kevin on the Kite Festival one time already, and he ripped up the Kite Festival. I want to thank you. We must have you back another year. I want you to tell us a little bit about the other tracks on this new EP in terms of who you worked with. Are there any collaborations, and who are some of the producers you worked with?
Well, for this album, it was so intentional. For me, there's this paradox going on. I consider myself, I'm just at 4 albums, right? 4 albums.
Right.
The other day I was looking at somebody like a Kirk Franklin, who maybe reached like 13, 12 albums. So in reference to Kirk Franklin, I'm still a young artist. Still a young artist.
Yes.
But I'm considered one of the in Jamaica. They consider me, which I've seen one of the I don't know what to call it. One of the leaders in the music, but it's like for this album, I intentionally decided that my focus was gonna be giving the younger acts a little shine, some shine. And so, because sometimes we feel as if we're not collaborating with an American artist or an artist in certain places, we don't feel as if there's value. Right. And we don't realize that there's ridiculous, mind-blowing talent right here in our yard.
Awesome.
Right, that's all. And so instead of running after some people, and even though we had connection and we had the ability to call them, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to turn my eyes inwards. And so I'm going to collaborate with some young guys who had tremendous potential. And so Grace, the title track, which is one of the most popular ones right now, we have a young guy named Lucas Music on it. The one of the only rap gospel artist in Jamaica who is like holding his lane and just walking his road all by himself. I decided to give him some endorsement on the album. And we had some amazing producers like Riff Raff, Lamar Riff Raff Brown. He's amazing. You know, once the Riff Raff in the music industry, the whole world knows who is Riff Raff. Bob Wire is an incredible producer on that. Yes. And of course, Downswell Records produced some of the tracks. So it's like we intentionally didn't want to. We connected value too much with foreign, and I wanted to prove to us that we are yard can do it, because most of the time the funny thing is they come here and they draw from our value and use it for their own purposes.
Right.
So why can't we utilize our very own and let them shine as much as possible? So my focus was not just for the album, but for the album launch. On the album launch, I had only young acts on the album launch.
Wow.
One of the things I like, Kevin, is the foresight. All these young talents, all of these main acts were young people at one point, and they needed the avenue and they needed the opportunity to shine. I know at one point you were leaning on somebody to give you an opportunity to shine.
Listen. Listen.
Yes. Not only that too, but you are giving them this huge opportunity that is likely, one, to change their lives and something that they will never forget. You're also planting a seed in their hearts and minds that will also allow them to use their platform to help other persons. So I think it's a really great initiative.
Yeah, man. And the funny thing is, I've not said this on any other interview, but I have collaborations with some big names, Yeah. Put down. Literally put down. Okay.
You can't give
put down. Not giving none yet. But
half hour.
Wait, you're waiting.
Kevin, that's all.
Time is right.
Kevin, in the name of Jesus, tell me who you collaborate with.
That's how patient I am. That's how patient I am in what I do. And you have to be patient and you have to be intentional.
Yeah.
And you have to know what the goal is at this season and you have to plan ahead. You have to be planning 1 year, 5 years ahead. Know what the goal, what are the steps. And right now, this album is doing well, but I really wanted to give these younger guys who now have become so inspired that one is dropping an album in a month time, 1 month from now. Yeah. The other one just dropping single. The other one just proposed to him fiance, his girlfriend, and is looking forward to complete his album. It's like a new fire has been lit under their feet.
Well, we have
awesome. You know what I wanted
Let's
to tell
play some music from the EP. Yes,
your Grateful People Challenge. What is that all about?
I've seen people. Sometimes you get up and you wake up in the morning and the first thing that comes to your head is something negative, or it's just some complaint. But this challenge is to challenge people to find something to be thankful for. And interestingly, when we released the challenge, we've gotten responses, videos, literally from all over the world, like from people who speak Spanish, people from literally all over the world. So what we've done. We've been dropping the videos on social media. So it's a challenge, Grateful People Challenge. It's still going on. It's about people sending us videos, tagging us on their page, just talking about something that they're grateful for. We all have something we can complain about, but there must be something that we can give thanks for.
And a lot of it needs to be shown more than the complaints. So can the complaint them too strong? So
absolutely
give thanks to we have the EP, Kevin. I would just want drop some tunes from it. What are your thoughts on that? I like the one called Grace. We could probably give that one a little play, and we just want to go through the EP and get people familiar with it so they'll have an idea of how inspiring this EP is. What are your thoughts? Yes, sir. You ready to go through it today?
Ready. Let's go. Absolutely.
Right. Let's play Grace.
I do without you. Where would we be without you? Be without you. Be without you. Some said you wouldn't, said you couldn't. You wonder if you could've. Battles in your head. Times you felt lost and broken, felt like you couldn't make it through the day. But you know God has spoken, and He promised not to leave you. So you're standing here today singing, how did I get here? I call it grace, grace, grace. Grace brought me here. If it wasn't for your grace, I call it grace, 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 grace. Grace brought me here. If it wasn't for your grace, times I felt lost and broken. Felt like I couldn't make it through the day. But I know God has spoken, and He promised not to leave me. Never know you'd still be here. Never know you'd still be sane. Never know you'd smile again. Never know you'd hope again. So you're standing here today saying, how did I get here? I love you, I love you, I love you so. Jesus, Jesus, I love you, I love you, I love you so. Jesus, take me there, where you are. Draw me close to your arms. Keep my mind stayed on you. All I want is you. Woo! Take me there, where you are. Draw me close to your arms. Keep my mind stayed on you. All I want is you. Every moment matters. I can lose a minute. Yesterday is gone. Today I'm on it. You satisfy. Hey, my cup runneth over. Woo. All I want is you.
Kevin Downswell. Let's go.
All the grateful people, yeah. All the grateful people, all the grateful people. Put your hand in the air, hand in the air, hand in the air. Put your hand in the air, hand in the air. Put your hand in the air, hand in the air. Make some Holy Ghost noise.
What can be moved will surely be moved, and what is in Christ will remain. When John prophesied, him say repent. My brother, I say the same. The very God we running from is our ally. Slow down. There is no deed that renders you disqualified. Christ said, whoever will must fall. There's gonna be a shaking. Your foundation built up. There's gonna be a Holy Ghost rain. Are you on solid rock or pitch? There's gonna be a
Wow. Wow.
No, Kevin, look here. So
Awesome.
I want to start off with really great so far. We heard reggae, Hand in the Air. For me, it was like a mixture of a soca kind of vibe. Then it went into an Afrobeat type of flavor. And then we got a little bit of techno in there. Talk to us about when you're creating your gospel music, the importance of making the beats and the sound appeal to a wide cross section of people, because you do have tracks like Grace that is more somber, and then you mix it up. How important is it to have just such a diverse collection as opposed to just remaining one-dimensional?
You know, the Bible said in the Bible, you become all things to all men.
Nice.
And so it's if I cannot. There's somebody also once said, if I speak a language if I speak a language that you understand, I reach your mind. But if I speak your language, I connect to your heart. And so I've learned all of those lessons years ago to realize that stop trying to get people over to the other side. Stop trying to force people over to where you want them. Go to where they're at. Nice. And it will be way more effortless. And so I've learned to stop, not to confine my music, but on no matter what genre we're going to, as a year, there's gonna be a change. Whether it be shaking or grace or grateful people, there's this aura on each song it's rich, and it brings you. If you listen to the album and you listen from song to song, each song takes you into one incredible place that when you're done, you're like, oh, we're done. Right. Next track. So yeah. So and the next thing is when we're working on one song, we don't stop until we're really done. We don't compromise in anything. If we're supposed to get the hands for the song, we'll get the hands for the song. Even if you get the drummer from Europe, as a matter of fact, the drummer and shaking is a drummer. No, let me leave that. But if we want to get the right sound, and we know so that's the drummer from Germany who play a drum like that, we'll get it. Because we feel like music must never be compromised. We must never go 80%, 100 and done. Yeah, and that was always my, exactly. Mm-hmm. That was always my mentality, even when I was doing my first album and I was walking to studio. When all I had was the 2 hours to pay for the studio time. That was always my mentality. I'm gonna pay. I would just say to myself, I'll go 1 night, 2 nights hungry, just to make sure so the thing is right. So it's not just it's from the beginning.
Wow. But it comes across in the work. When we hear the work, we hear the quality, the deliverance, the message, the production is absolutely outstanding. And of course, when you hear it, say, okay, this is some quality stuff. So whatever you've done, the sacrifices, the compromise that you've done, it's paying off. It has paid off in all the work.
My God. It is paying off. I said to myself, it's like the people it's like they couldn't wait for me to release the album. I'm like, whoa. When I saw the amount of downloads and the amount of streams in the first couple of weeks, I was shocked. Yeah. I never expected that. So it's already paying off. And big up to everybody who's been supporting the album so far. Truly appreciate them.
Wow. And go ahead, Bones.
I was going to say, Kevin was saying something earlier about not trying to bring people over to his side, but go to them. One of the things I totally agree with that is because when you go to them, you're going to be going to them with something that they're familiar with, their style and their music, but you're just giving them the message in a way, in a relatable form to them. And I've seen that happen so many times, and that's a
Bones,
perfect way.
preach no bones, preach no bones, preach no
Hallelujah,
man.
praise the Lord.
Man.
Look, and I'm happy that you said it, Kevin, because you are respected in the space. And I remember it was around the time when Minister Marian Hall, for example, was booked for Reggae Songfest. And she lost a lot of gospel events that she had because persons felt like she should not put herself in a position to perform at a Reggae Songfest. What are your thoughts? And you would have underscored this earlier, but what are your thoughts, especially because I'm sure it can be discouraging for a gospel entertainer. You feel it within your bones that you need to go to where the people are to preach. But here it is, like you have your very own that are Xing you off of, gospel events because you have taken this initiative to meet the people in the dancehall space to preach the word.
We are one body, one body. And whether, I'm going to surprise some people. While Minister Marian was performing on that stage, I was on the stage at the side. Before she came out of her tent, we were right there praying her up, pouring into her, letting her know, listen, man, we're going out there for souls, and that's it. We're going out there to inspire, to encourage. And by the time she entered that stage, man, she was like a lion because there was so much support that was standing around her. And I was right on the stage, right the other side, with my hand up in the air like this, and I pray for her. We are one body. We are one body. And let me tell you, there's no greater power than the power that comes through unity.
Unity is strength. You can't defeat that at all. When we have someone like Kevin Downswell here, at some point in a case, we're going to have to get some of them callers involved, They're going to want to talk.
I know.
They're going to want to talk to him.
Look, we're going to open the phone lines and give them an opportunity. But I also want to find out from you, what was that feeling like when you received the honorary Doctor of Sacred Music degree in New York to be recognized on the international scene in this way?
Wow. I'm not sure. Some of you guys may know, but I literally had put down medicine for ministry. And the other day somebody said to me, bro, you realize what God has done? You are now officially a doctor. You are now considered doctor. You have your doctorate, your PhD. It's been designated to you. So I'm like, can you imagine God have an interesting sense of humor? I'm not the doctor in the hospital, but he's conferred upon me doctorate.
Yes.
I'm like incredible, but
through the ministry. Through ministry.
I said to my wife, I said to my wife, sweetie, I don't want to post it. She's like, let people know. I'm like, baby, I'm good, I'm happy, I'm fine. But I love her and I really appreciated her, and I just decided to make it known. And big up to everybody who's been sending them message and the congratulations. But as I say, for people on the streets who keep saying doctor, listen, in the name of Jesus, in Jesus' name. Kevin Downswell. Kevin. Just call me Kevin. Don't bother with this doctor thing. Please.
Well, all right. Well, Minister Downswell, calls are already coming in for you, sir.
Yes.
So I do believe we have a caller on the line. Good evening, caller. Buzz through.
You're live.
Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Cosmo Communication from Mandeville in a DJ bonus.
Where you send me down?
All right, big up Mandeville. Do you have a question for Kevin Downswell?
He's here. He's online.
Well, I just want to tell Kevin Downswell the song I'm doing in Stronger. I want the strongest that's the song me ever hear. God knows.
Stronger.
Yeah, I just want to tell that song is powerful though.
It is. And when he says, gracias, Jesus.
Big up, bro. Big up to Mandeville.
Yeah.
Big up, bro.
All right, the boss. Respect and thanks. Yeah, that's all you have for Kevin. Do you have any other questions you want for him? You want to ask him? All right. Go on, inspire. He's doing that.
Yes.
Respect, Mandeville.
All right. Bless up yourself and give thanks for calling through.
Big up, Mandeville.
Big up to Mandeville.
What do you think about what he just said, Kevin? He sounds young himself and asking you to say a word of prayer for the young youths.
Wow, man, I don't know, but I'm just I'm so grateful when I meet these young guys on the streets. The way how them talk and approach me sometimes, I'm amazed of the influence that God has given me to. And no man, I'm seriously amazed. The other day I was going through Trenchtown and I met a little one who did did some little things, and they had to take him out of the normal school population and put him in a separate place for the quote unquote bad kids. I know he walked up to me and he said to me, no, as a matter of fact, I said to him, "What are you doing here?" And he said, "Boy, sir, tell me about my mother. Tell me about my mother. Somebody have to deal with him." And I said to him, long story short, I walked up to him and I said to him, I was born, I grew up on Maxfield Avenue. I grew up in Central Village. I grew up in a lot of places where you could have made a choice. I could have made a choice. But this is what I left with him. And I said to him, when somebody tell you about your mother, it's one of the worst things anybody could ever tell you. But I said to him, take this approach next time. When a man says something to you, if you respond, he have power over you. If you don't respond, he has absolutely no power over you. Yeah. And he said, "Man, me never think about it like that, sir."
And I'm saying, him don't know what you're thinking. You just leave him
listen, Bones. And he said, "Sir, thank you." And I said to him, "Listen, man, no matter what people say against you, no matter what them say, the minute you respond is the day is the minute they have authority over you. When them so them do just focus on the book, just go and do your work. Time will tell."
Well, I tell you this, we have to respond to this caller coming in right now, and you're going to have power over him because he's going to call and go through. Buzz through caller, you're live.
Yeah, Kashima, the prettiest lady alive, no apology.
See there.
I'm to my rich friend, Bones, I use the rich,
Stinking rich. Good man, good. Fraggy, where you send me down, how you do?
You know, I'm there in Brownstone, I go and listen to the general, them.
Yeah, man, we have Kevin Downswell here.
Brownstone. You have a question, Froggy, for Kevin Downswell?
Yeah,
big up.
The world always send back the devil to hell.
Exactly. Down hell.
Yeah, my love is Calabria and Bounty Killer, the general. I want to know when you're not going to do on it, or not going to do on it project. You know, guys, a powerful brother, you know. See him Rodney Price, you know.
Yeah, man, him not play around, man. Him not easy.
I don't know. The more know when if I'm going to do a next collab in the making, but more than add Richard Stevens in there. 3 of them the hard way.
You know, that's a good idea. Yes.
Froggy.
Ow. That's the same
What
thing.
are your thoughts,
Kevin?
He's asking for Kevin Downswell, Bounty Killer, and Richie Stevens.
You're gonna call him remix.
Way, he says.
And then Richie, you call him remix. And then call Richie.
Oh my God! You want to put that in God's hand. Lord, let your will be done. Let it be done. Let it be done. But big up, Fraggy. Big up. We're Brownstone, right?
Brownstone.
Big up to St. Ann people. Big up to my St. Ann people. Them love and respect to all of you guys. Big up, Fraggy.
Your people them turn up in all this park here, you know that we love your area. Every song what you do, we love. Every song.
What? Big up, bro.
Just continue to do what you do and put God first at all time, yeah?
Appreciate it. Appreciate it, my brother. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Froggy. Respect.
Thank you so much. Bless up yourself.
Yo, shines over this, Mr. Mackay. Big up my friend who work down at Bahia from Brownstone, especially Doggy Stadium. And big up to all I listen to them. Lower Box, Middle Box, Mirror Box, Orange, Tanzicana, Minadir, Samail, the Walrus, Valley, Sierra. So big up. I have a safe travel for the gravel, Kashima, and Bones.
Big up.
All right, thank you, Froggy.
Big up, Froggy. Every time.
Big up, Froggy. Big up.
As I said, the phone lines are going crazy here. We do have another call on line. Buzz through caller, you're live.
Yeah, man. Blaze it, make me burn it.
You know how you have to earn it.
Big up, Shaka.
Blaze it, not shame, man.
Bless up. Do you have a question for Kevin Downswell?
Yeah, man. Bless up, Kevin Downswell.
Can you hear him, Kevin?
I can't hear him.
All right.
Yeah, man, bless up Kevin Downswell.
He's not. He doesn't seem to be hearing. I wonder if he.
Yeah, man, blessed.
Well, that's fine. You cannot repeat. You cannot tell me what he's saying.
Okay, what's your go ahead with your question, Shaka.
Yeah, man, bless up Kevin Downswell.
Shaka, big up.
Yeah, man, big up yourself, girl. I don't know who Calamity and Bounty Killer big, you know?
Yeah, not hearing you. Same saying the song that you did with Bounty Killer, big.
Big up Shaka. Respect.
Yeah,
Love it.
Yeah, man,
Get it.
man. You don't know. Call him up, you know?
Call him up. Him say, call him up. Call him.
Yeah, call him.
Call him. He's not hearing you, so Shaka word. So we have to be
Big up Shaka. I hope you're calling him in the morning and the evening and the night, you know, Shaka. I hope you call
him. Say all day in Cali.
Any day, every day.
Every day.
Yeah, man, just big up yourself, Kevin Downswell. You don't know the line problem. That's what I say.
You man say big up yourself, Kevin Downswell. The line problem, so I'm gonna run.
Shaka, big up my brother. Where you calling from?
What you say, Shaka? Go again, Shaka.
Philadelphia
Centan, he's calling from. And him bigging up Kevin Downswell.
Brownstown in Philadelphia. Hold on, it's a community.
Yes.
Big up.
Enough love.
Big up, fam.
Yeah, man, so DJ Bones, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, man, bless up yourself. I don't know, bless up all I rest, man. Bless up my daughter, Shamaya, Empress Janet, always lucky. You know, so I say,
enough love, Shaka.
Respect, bro. Respect. Love. Holy for love, bro.
I don't know the whole of Philadelphia. Knoxville, Sturstone, Bamboo.
Yes.
Vallis, Miros, Buxton. You know, man, bless up everybody. Blaze it, make it burn it.
All right.
But if Kevin did hear that the part, Kevin probably give him a piece of song to you know. And Kevin a pay DJ, the man a DJ, you know.
Look, I'm not sure why Kevin not hearing.
Yeah, you should be hearing because Kishima I'm hearing and I'm hearing. But Kevin, I'm sorry you didn't hear that. I'm a DJ on the phone there. So you never give him a collab. You never know. All right.
But I think we have some 2 minutes remaining. For persons who are just tuning in and they didn't get the details regarding your album Grace, how can they get a copy of the album and where can we see you perform next?
Yeah.
Well, the album is now available globally. So if you listen to Spotify, it's on Spotify. If you listen to Apple Music, it's on Apple Music, Deezer, wherever you listen to music online, it is right there. So just go over there, search for Kevin Downswell, Grace, and it's right there. Man, I mean, there's so many plans. But we want to say UK, look out for us soon. Africa, look out for us soon. We're coming to some places like Ghana, Nigeria, a number of places. The Caribbean has been calling us like crazy. We're coming. We're in Antigua in a few weeks. It's I can't remember the rest of my itinerary, but we're coming. US, Canada, we're coming. And let me tell you, man, you guys get ready because we are carrying the name of Jesus. We are carrying the message. Just get ready for some incredible time of praise and worship. And for Jamaica, there's for most of the major shows coming up that are gospel. For example, September 30th, Sugarman Beach, I'll be there. So I look forward to seeing all your faces and I look forward to shaking on your hand, meeting on greet and just, appreciating you guys.
Well, Kevin, one of the things I wanted to tell you is thank you for making time to talk to us tonight.
Yes.
It's been a blessing, to say the least. And, of course, we have all the callers getting a chance to interact with you. Hope to see you soon physically because we know that you're extremely busy. But you came on, Buzz. We're glad to have you. Any final words, anybody you want to shout out before you go? Because we're pretty much on the button and we got to get out.
I really appreciate you guys, Kishima and DJ Bones, for having me. Yes. It's always an honor to be on any platform to just bring some inspiration and just strengthen and encourage somebody. But I want to do, for the few seconds that I have, I want to take the opportunity to do what I was requested earlier, to pray for the young people of the country.
Go ahead.
And so, in the name of Jesus, that Lord, you stretch your hand across our country called Jamaica. every young people now, each and every one of them right now, they're going through their own battles and their own struggles. Father, I pray, God, that you will help them to recognize that they're not alone. Help them to know that they are not alone in their battles. Hallelujah. Even though they might feel isolated, tell them to know that you are with them. Give them strength. Give them grace to make it through. They will come forth as pure gold in the name of Jesus. Bless them. Every young people across this country, lift their eyes, break every spirit of distraction, and we declare focus. I declare kings and queens will come from this country. And we thank you that it is done. I give you thanks in Jesus' name. Amen.
Couldn't be said better. Thank you very much,
Wow.
Kevin Downswell.
Thank you so much. And, continue being great.
Keep being great. Thank you so much, Kevin. Wish you all the best. Yes,
thank you.
Enough love. We want to say a very special thanks to everyone who made the EBUZZ possible. Of course, we want to say a special thanks to Kevin Downswell. We also want to say thanks to our music artist, Jeff Frozen, and DJ Smurf for letting us know about this party.
And also a big thank you to our producers, Rashona Fitz-Henley, Jody and Dawkins, and Vivine Stewart. Big up to technical operator, DJ Lollipop, studio engineer, DJ Kamar, our telephone operator, Kimberly Roach, and social media, Peter Broadbaugh. Thank you so much.
Join us next week for another exciting edition of the EBUZZ. I'm DJ Bones.
And I'm Kishima Francis. We're out. Muta Baruka.
Rasta. Up
Cutting
next.
Edge.
Yeah.